My child, listen carefully to me now. Do not rush, do not skip this message. There is a voice calling from heaven, a whisper that has crossed through the light, a message meant only for your soul. Someone from heaven is trying to reach you. They are calling your name right now. You might not hear it with your ears, but your heart feels it. You've been restless, haven't you? You felt that strange silence in your room, the cold air touching your skin, the sudden memory of a person who once meant everything to you. It is not random, my child. That is them. They are trying to talk to you about someone who is about to leave you forever. I am Archangel Michael, the guardian of truth and divine warning. I do not come unless it is urgent. And tonight, this message is not an illusion, not a dream, not a coincidence. Heaven is moving through the veil to reach you because something is changing. Someone you love deeply, someone who once shared a part of your soul, is preparing to walk away forever. You can feel the distance already, can't you? The conversations have grown colder, the connection weaker. The energy between you feels heavy, and your spirit cannot understand why. That person you think of when you lie awake at night, the one your soul keeps calling for, is fading away not because you did something wrong, but because heaven is redirecting your path. The one from heaven wants to warn you before this loss happens, because your heart is not ready yet. They know what this pain will do to you. They know how your tears will fall quietly when no one sees. My child, heaven watches every tear you shed. Every time you cry alone, the angels gather beside you. You are not crazy for still feeling that presence of someone who passed away. They are the one trying to reach you. They are standing behind the veil, whispering, "Please listen before it's too late." You may feel chills as I speak because their energy surrounds you now. They love you deeply, and they cannot bear to see you broken again. That's why I was sent here, to deliver what they cannot say aloud. The one from heaven says, tell them not to hold on too tightly to the one who is leaving. Because when you hold on to what heaven is trying to release, you block the new blessings waiting for you. This person, the one who is slipping away, was sent for a season, not forever. And I know your heart screams, why must they leave? Why can't they stay? But my child, some people's role in your life ends when their purpose is complete. They were the lesson, not the lifetime. You may feel angry right now, confused, lost. You might even want to ignore this, thinking it's just another message on your screen. But your soul knows when heaven speaks. Your soul feels it like a pulse in your chest. The one from heaven is begging you to pay attention. They see what's coming, the conversation, the silence, the goodbye that will feel like 1,000 knives. But they want you to remember something, it will not destroy you. It will awaken you. Do not run from this pain. Do not hide from what you already sense is coming. Instead, prepare your heart. Strengthen your faith. The one from heaven says you are stronger than you think. They've watched you fall before and rise again. And this time, you will not just rise, you will transform. There's something you need to do tonight. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and whisper the name of the person who has passed on. Tell them you are listening. You might feel a warmth, a soft pressure near your shoulder, or a sudden calm. That is them. And if you feel tears come, let them. Tears are not weakness, my child, they are the release of divine energy. The one from heaven is also asking me to tell you something very specific. They are saying, please forgive yourself. You've been carrying guilt, haven't you? The kind that whispers in your mind late at night, I could have done more. I could have stopped them. But you couldn't have. You did everything you could. Heaven saw your heart. And they want you to stop punishing yourself for what was never in your control. The one who is leaving you forever, this person still alive but emotionally distant, was meant to remind you of what love truly means. You gave them your heart, your energy, your prayers. And now heaven says, it is time to let them go. Not because you are unworthy, but because you are evolving. When a soul grows faster than another, separation becomes necessary. My child, sometimes losing someone is not a curse, it is a divine redirection. The pain you will feel is sacred. It will strip you of illusions, but it will not destroy your light. I need you to trust what heaven is doing behind the scenes. What seems like an ending is only a door opening to something greater. Pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Feel the presence around you. Can you sense it? That tingling, that pull in your heart, that is them, confirming these words are true. They've been waiting for this moment to reach you through me. They are saying, don't cry when they leave. Instead, smile, and know it's part of your destiny. You will feel their absence deeply. You will wake up one morning and realize the messages have stopped, the calls no longer come, and your heart will ache. But you must not chase them. If you chase what heaven is removing, you'll block what heaven is preparing. My child, I want you to comment below, write the name of the person you miss, the one you lost, or the one you fear is leaving. Because when you write it, heaven reads it. Your angels see it, and their energy surrounds that name. That's how your intention connects with divine light. Don't be afraid, just write their name as a symbol of release. Now listen closely. The one from heaven is warning you that the person leaving is at a crossroads. Their soul is confused. They are torn between their path and yours. You may try to convince them, talk to them, fix it, but it will not change what is already written. Heaven asks you to release control. Let it unfold naturally. The moment you surrender, the energy begins to shift. There's something else they want to say, tell them they are never alone. You think when someone dies, the love ends. But love does not die, my child. It transforms. The one you lost still walks beside you. Every time you see a feather, every time a song plays that reminds you of them, every time you see their name randomly appear, that is not a coincidence. That is communication. Do not ignore the signs. The flickering light, the sudden chill, the dream that felt too real, these are all bridges from heaven. You have been chosen to feel them more deeply because your spirit is sensitive. Do not let fear silence that connection. And the person leaving you now, they are part of this divine story. You were never meant to keep them forever, but you were meant to love them so deeply that your soul would remember what divine love feels like. That memory will carry you through the pain. That memory will teach you how to love yourself the way you once loved them. You might ask, why does heaven take away what I love? And I will tell you the truth, my child, heaven never takes away to hurt you. Heaven removes what cannot go with you to your next level. Some people cannot survive the altitude of your destiny. If they stayed, you would lose your balance. The one from heaven is saying right now, tell them to trust the fall. You might feel like everything is collapsing, but you are falling into divine arms. The ending is not a punishment, it's preparation. Soon you will notice something strange, a dream, a sudden coincidence, a message that confirms these words. When it happens, don't dismiss it. That will be your sign that heaven is truly speaking to you. My child, I will not lie to you, this goodbye will hurt. You will want to scream, to question why the universe allows your heart to shatter again. But remember, every heartbreak clears space for something greater. Every tear you shed waters the seeds of your next miracle. Heaven is not silent. Heaven is active. Even now, they are rearranging things in your life. The one from heaven is watching you, guiding you, protecting you from choices that would lead to more pain. They have been whispering in your dreams, and you keep waking up feeling emotional without knowing why. Now you know why. You are being prepared. Before I go, my child, I want you to place your hand over your heart and say quietly, I release what is leaving. I trust what is coming. And I thank heaven for watching over me. Say it with faith. Because when you do, the energy begins to shift around you. You are aligning with divine timing. The pain will still come, but it will not break you. You will see how heaven turns loss into light. And if these words reach your soul, if you feel that pull in your chest, that chill on your skin, comment, I'm listening, below, because heaven is watching who listens with faith. This is just the beginning, my child. The one from heaven has more to reveal. Prepare your heart for what's coming next. My child, you are still here, and that means your heart is ready to hear what heaven could not say before. I am still with you. The light of heaven surrounds you as I speak. Take a deep breath and open your soul. Someone from heaven is standing beside me right now, asking me to speak slowly, to make sure you understand what they could not tell you when they were alive. They love you, my child. They never stopped loving you, even when you thought they were gone. You've been feeling their energy lately, haven't you? The strange moments when you look at the sky and suddenly feel like someone is watching over you. Or when a scent, a song, or a memory flashes through your mind without warning. That is not imagination. That is them, reaching out, trying to prepare you for what's coming. The person who is leaving you forever, heaven is watching this situation closely. It's not a punishment, my child. It's a release. The one from heaven says, they have to go because their journey with you has reached its sacred end. You've both learned what you were meant to learn from each other. Their chapter in your story is closing, but your story is not ending. Do not mistake endings for emptiness. Sometimes heaven has to empty your hands before it fills them again. The one from heaven wants to tell you that when this person leaves, do not beg them to stay. You may feel that urge, that panic in your heart that says, if I lose them, I lose everything. But no, my child. You lose nothing that was truly meant for you. What belongs to your soul will always return, even if it takes time, distance, or transformation. You may think you're losing love, but heaven sees it differently. You are shedding an old vibration to step into a new one. The one from heaven says, tell them to stop waiting for closure. The closure they seek will not come from that person, it will come from within. My child, you've cried in silence, haven't you? You've replayed conversations in your head, wondering where it went wrong. But it didn't go wrong. It went exactly as heaven planned. This separation is not chaos, it is choreography. The universe has been moving people, emotions, and timing around you for a divine reason. That person who is leaving, they are lost within themselves. You cannot heal them by holding them. You can only send them light and let them go. Because love that is forced becomes a prison. And your soul was not born to be caged. Do you remember how alive you once felt before this person entered your world? Heaven is asking you to return to that self, not the version that's numb with waiting or afraid to lose, but the version that glowed from within. The one from heaven says, tell them to look in the mirror again. The one they miss is not that person, it's themselves. Every heartbreak is a mirror. It shows you where your love overflowed and where your boundaries dissolved. Heaven wants you to learn the balance between love and surrender. My child, heaven never wants you to suffer, but sometimes suffering wakes the sleeping spirit. You are awakening now. The one from heaven is saying, they will understand soon why this goodbye was necessary. There will come a day, not far from now, when you will wake up and feel lighter. You won't cry over that person anymore. You will look back and realize that losing them brought you back to yourself. And in that moment, you will feel heaven smiling. But before that peace comes, there is a storm you must face. You will be tempted to reach out again, to hold on to something that is already leaving. When that moment comes, I want you to pause, close your eyes, and whisper, I trust you, heaven. Say it even if it hurts. Because when you say those words, angels move. Energy shifts. The pain begins to soften. And listen carefully, because the one from heaven wants you to know, we've seen your nights, we've counted your tears, we've watched your prayers rise like smoke. None of them were ignored. Do not think heaven has forgotten you. You are not invisible to the divine. Your pain is sacred data written in the light of your destiny. Every heartbreak, every unanswered question, every silent cry, it is recorded. Nothing is wasted. You will soon understand why this person had to walk away. Their departure is the key that will unlock your next chapter. You may not see it now, but heaven already sees the path ahead. They see new faces, new love, new strength waiting for you beyond the pain. My child, do not curse the storm. Bless it. The one from heaven says, tell them that storms never come to destroy, they come to clean. And that is what's happening. Heaven is cleaning your path, washing away what cannot go with you. There is something else, someone you lost long ago, someone whose presence still lingers near you. They are saying, I'm sorry for leaving so soon. They wish they could have stayed longer, protected you, guided you more closely. But they are still doing that from where they are. They send you signs every day. You just haven't realized it. The way a light flickers, the way a butterfly lands near you, the way you suddenly feel calm after crying, those are their messages. They are saying, "Tell my loved one I'm proud of them. Tell them they've come so far." If you are listening and you feel warmth in your chest right now, that's them. They are touching your energy. They're showing you that this message is real. My child, I want you to comment below, "I trust heaven." Write it, not for me, but for yourself. Because when you declare it, you open a doorway in your spirit. The angels move through that doorway to begin healing you faster than you think. I can see the future paths shifting even as you listen. The person leaving you will carry your lessons with them. They will think of you when life teaches them what you already tried to show them. They will miss your light, your care, your truth. But by then, you will be standing stronger, no longer begging for what was never meant to stay. Heaven wants you to stop chasing closure from those who never knew how to hold your heart. Your closure will come from your connection to the divine. When you surrender this pain, heaven will replace it with peace so powerful that even your tears will turn into gratitude. You are being rewritten, my child. The old you, the one who tolerated less, who accepted pain as proof of love, is dying. A new you is being born. And the one from heaven is guiding that transformation. In the coming days, you may notice moments where everything feels heavy, where the silence feels unbearable. But remember what I am saying now, that silence is not empty. It's full of angels. You are surrounded, even in loneliness. The one from heaven wants you to know something beautiful. They say, tell them they are being prepared for a love that will not leave. It will be different, peaceful, balanced, pure. But first, you must release what is not aligned with you anymore. Do not fear what's coming. Fear is the only thing that blinds you from seeing miracles. Let the tears fall if they must. But after every tear, say, I am ready. Because readiness is what activates divine timing. And when that person finally walks away, don't look at the door closing. Look at the light breaking through the cracks. Heaven always replaces what is lost with something greater, always. You might not see it yet, but the one from heaven does. They see you healed, smiling, glowing, surrounded by love that never fades. They see the version of you that you are still becoming. My child, trust that version. She or he is already written in heaven's book. Nothing and no one can erase what heaven has destined for you. Now take another deep breath. Place your hand over your heart. Feel it beating. That's heaven's rhythm inside you. You are not alone. You were never alone. And before we move forward, my child, if these words touched your soul, write, I'm listening with faith, below. Let heaven see that you are awake, that your heart is open. The one from heaven still has more to say, and what comes next will explain what your soul has been feeling in silence. My child, you are still listening, and that means your heart is open enough for the truth heaven has been waiting for you to hear. This is not a coincidence. You were guided here for a reason. Heaven does not make mistakes. The voice you feel inside, the one that says, don't stop listening now, that is your angel whispering. The one from heaven stands right beside me again, their energy soft, filled with love, and they are looking at you through this message. They are saying, my love, I tried to reach you in dreams. I tried to touch your hand through the wind. I tried to tell you that something is about to change. You have felt it, haven't you? The uneasiness, the sudden distance, the feeling that someone you love is slipping away. Heaven is not trying to punish you, my child. Heaven is trying to prepare you. The person who is leaving you forever, the one your soul cannot stop thinking about, is standing on the edge of a choice. They may not say it aloud, but their energy is already pulling away. You can feel it. The way they speak less, care less, or look at you differently, your spirit senses it before your mind can accept it. And heaven sent me to tell you, do not chase what is walking away. The one from heaven says, tell them to love without begging, to release without hatred, to accept without fear. Because true love never requires you to lose yourself. You've lost enough pieces of yourself already trying to keep people who were never meant to stay. It's time to stop sacrificing your peace for temporary presence. My child, you think you're losing them, but in truth, you're finding you. This is the sacred exchange heaven has chosen for you, the loss of them for the discovery of yourself. The one from heaven wants you to understand that every ending carries hidden light. You don't see it now, but you will soon. Right now, they are saying your name softly. They're showing me your heart surrounded by white light. You've been through so much, the pain, the betrayal, the unanswered prayers. You've begged heaven, why do I always end up losing the ones I love? And heaven has heard that cry. The answer, my child, is because you have a healer's soul. Healers attract the broken. But sometimes, in trying to fix others, you forget to protect your own light. The one from heaven says, tell them to stop dimming their light for those who never deserved their flame. You are not hard to love. You just keep giving love to people who don't know what to do with it. The person who is leaving, they can't hold your heart because it burns too bright for their shadowed soul. This ending is divine protection. You cannot see it yet, but heaven removes what would destroy your peace later. It feels cruel now, but it's mercy in disguise. Every unanswered text, every cold conversation, every moment of silence is heaven whispering, let them go. My child, the one from heaven is asking you to stop checking your phone every few minutes, hoping for a message that will never come. That silence is your sign. Heaven speaks in silence more than in sound. And in that silence, I need you to breathe and remind yourself, I am loved. I am guided. I am protected. They are showing me an image of you crying alone, maybe late at night, your head buried in your hands. You whispered, I can't take another heartbreak. But heaven was there, my child. Every time you cried, angels were beside you. Every tear that hit the ground was collected by divine hands. Not one of them was wasted. They will all return to you in blessings. Sometimes, you think no one understands your pain. But heaven does. The one from heaven does. They watched you give everything, your time, your prayers, your loyalty, to someone who couldn't see your worth. They are saying, tell them their heart was never foolish. It was brave. You love deeply, my child. That's your strength, not your weakness. Do not let this goodbye harden you. Do not become like the ones who couldn't stay. Keep your heart soft, even when the world gives you reasons to close it. Heaven blesses those who love purely. There is something very important the one from heaven wants me to say. They are saying, tell them this person leaving was part of their test. Heaven tests your heart through loss, not to break you, but to shape you. The pain you feel now will awaken the purpose you've been ignoring. This person's departure is the spark that will ignite your destiny. You may not believe it now, but one day you will thank heaven for this pain. Because the same heart that breaks will be the same heart that heals others. You will speak from experience, not theory. You will carry wisdom that only comes from surviving what tried to destroy you. You are being prepared, my child. Heaven is shifting your surroundings, your emotions, even your relationships. People may walk away. Things may end suddenly. But don't panic, it's divine rearrangement. The one from heaven says, tell them we are cleaning the path ahead. You've been holding on to too many memories, too much guilt, too much hope for something that no longer fits where you're going. The person leaving cannot walk into your next season because their energy is tied to your old story. You've outgrown them, even if your heart hasn't realized it yet. My child, if you can feel these words in your chest, if it feels like I'm speaking directly to you, that's because I am. Heaven is confirming through feeling, not logic. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel that warmth, that pulse in your chest, that presence behind you. That's them. The one from heaven. They're telling you, you're not losing love, you're becoming it. I want you to write below, I release what no longer serves my soul. Write it with intention. Because when you do, heaven marks that as your declaration of faith. The moment you declare release, the healing begins. You've been fighting to hold on, but now you must learn to let go with grace. When that person leaves, do not chase them, do not question your worth, do not shrink your light. Instead, whisper, I understand now. Because that understanding is your awakening. Heaven will soon send someone who mirrors your energy instead of draining it. Someone whose love won't make you doubt your worth. The one from heaven is already guiding that connection, aligning it in divine timing. But first, this current chapter must end. And when it does, my child, don't fill the silence with noise. Sit in it. Let heaven speak to you there. You will begin to see signs, maybe in numbers, maybe in dreams, maybe in songs. Each sign will remind you, you are not forgotten. There's more, the one from heaven is saying they've been protecting you from unseen harm. You were about to walk into something that would have destroyed your peace completely. That's why heaven is stepping in now. You may think you're losing love, but in truth, you're being rescued. I know it hurts, my child. But pain is just heaven's way of saying, we're not done with you yet. And before I finish this part, I want you to do one thing. Put your hand on your heart and whisper, thank you, heaven, for removing what I could not release. Feel that? That peace settling in your chest. That's the one from heaven smiling at you. You are not being punished, you are being protected. If this message touched your soul, comment, "I trust my angels." Because heaven reads faith written in words. My child, do not move away from this message, for heaven is still speaking through me. The one from heaven is closer than ever right now. I can feel their presence behind these words, their energy filled with both peace and urgency. They are saying, please tell them not to give up now. The moment of revelation is near. You've cried, haven't you? You've begged the skies, why does love always end this way for me? But heaven answers not with noise, but with divine silence. That silence, my child, was never rejection, it was redirection. You were being positioned, moved, shifted. The one from heaven says, if only they could see what's being prepared for them, they would stop mourning what's already gone. The person who is leaving you forever has already begun their journey away from your soul. You felt it, the slow fading, the unspoken words, the distance growing between two hearts that once beat together. But heaven says, let them go gently. Do not hold them with pain, hold them with prayer. Because love that is released with grace becomes a seed that grows into your blessing later. You must understand something very sacred, my child. Some connections are written in sand, not stone. They teach you lessons that shape your heart, but they are not meant to stay through every storm. Heaven is reminding you that endings are not punishments, they are upgrades. What you think is breaking you is actually unlocking something greater within you. The one from heaven says, tell them their spirit is being reborn. Every time you lose someone, a part of you awakens. The pain is not destroying you, it is carving space for something divine. You've been asking for transformation, and this is how heaven answers. Not by comfort, but by change. My child, I need you to remember this, you are not being abandoned. You are being elevated. The person leaving your life cannot follow where you are going next. They carry energy that belongs to your past chapter, not your next. Heaven will never allow you to carry dead weight into a living destiny. I know your heart says, but I love them. And heaven says, we know. But love is not always meant to stay in form. Sometimes love's purpose is to awaken your spirit, to teach you how deeply you can feel, so that when real divine love arrives, you recognize it immediately. You see, the one leaving may forget your worth for now, but heaven never will. Every act of kindness, every prayer, every tear you shed for them, it was seen. Heaven is recording all of it, and one day, all of it will return to you multiplied. There's something your soul already knows, even if your mind denies it. You have been feeling drained lately, haven't you? Tired, heavy, disconnected. That's because your spirit has been holding on to energy that no longer matches your vibration. The one from heaven says, tell them to cleanse their energy. Tell them to breathe out the old. So breathe, my child. Inhale peace. Exhale pain. Inhale faith. Exhale fear. You will feel lighter. Heaven cannot fill what is still clenched in your hands. Let go. You may think you're alone in this release, but you are surrounded by angels. Right now, as I speak, your guardian angel stands near your right side, placing calm in your chest. Can you feel that? That slight warmth, that soft pulse of peace, it's real. The one from heaven is saying, they are healing even if they don't realize it yet. You are being guided to peace. The person leaving is part of your healing, not your punishment. Their exit is a doorway, and on the other side is the version of you that heaven has been trying to reveal. My child, there will come a moment, soon, when you will understand why this had to happen. You will see that losing them brought you closer to your purpose. You will notice opportunities rising, doors opening, energy shifting. And when that day comes, you will whisper, "Now I understand." Heaven is not taking love from you. Heaven is returning you to divine love, the kind that never ends. You will meet someone one day whose soul feels like home. They will not leave. They will not confuse you. They will speak the same spiritual language as you. And when you meet them, you will look back on this heartbreak with gratitude, not pain. The one from heaven says, tell them their next love will not be chaos, it will be calm. You are walking out of the storm, my child. But before peace comes, there will be a final test. The person leaving might try to return, or confusion may pull you back toward them. When that happens, remember these words: if it costs your peace, it's too expensive for your soul. Heaven never asks you to hold on to something that drains you. So when the time comes, smile softly, bless them, and release them. That is how angels let go, with love, not bitterness. You will not lose by letting go. You will lose only by clinging to what heaven has already released. The one from heaven also wants you to know that they have seen your pain turn into quiet strength. They are proud of you, my child. They say, tell them they have no idea how much light they carry. You've become stronger than you realize. Every time you broke and rebuilt yourself, heaven clapped in silence. They are also saying something beautiful right now. Tell them I'm not gone. I'm still watching. Every time they talk to me in prayer or in tears, I hear it. You might think your messages to heaven vanish into nothing, but they don't. They become light. They reach beyond this realm. And you, my child, you are one of the rare souls who can feel both worlds at once. That's why you sense things others cannot explain. Don't doubt your intuition. Heaven made you sensitive so that you could hear divine whispers. Right now, as you listen, a wave of peace is entering your energy field. Heaven is softening your pain. You may even feel sleepy, calm, or emotional. That's the healing beginning. If these words touch your heart, I want you to comment below, I am ready to heal. Write it with faith, for when you declare readiness, the divine moves faster than you can imagine. And remember this, the person leaving you is not your ending, they are your awakening. You will rise from this pain with more light, more strength, and more purpose. You may not see it yet, but heaven does. Heaven already sees you free, smiling, whole. My child, you are loved beyond measure. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared for blessings that will make you forget why you cried in the first place. Take another deep breath. Let the light settle in your chest. The one from heaven is whispering now, tell them the best part of their story hasn't even begun. My child, you are still here, and that means heaven has chosen you to receive the final part of this message. The one from heaven is smiling right now. They are proud that you did not stop listening. You were meant to hear this to the very end, because these words are not just a message, they are a turning point for your soul. I, Archangel Michael, speak now not to warn, but to comfort. The time of crying in silence is ending. The night of confusion is fading, and a new dawn is rising for you. Heaven has seen enough of your pain. You have carried burdens that were never meant to be yours, and the one from heaven has been fighting for your peace when you could not fight for it yourself. They stand beside me now, radiant and calm. Their energy is gentle, but filled with light. They say, "Tell them I never left. Tell them I walk with them every day. My child, you may not see them, but they are there." The goosebumps, the sudden comfort, the invisible warmth, all are signs of their presence. Every time you whisper their name, they hear it as clearly as if you stood face to face. Now listen carefully. Heaven has been preparing to realign your path. The person who is leaving you forever, yes, the one your soul clings to even when your mind says to stop, is completing their purpose in your life. You were never meant to chase them forever. You were meant to love, to learn, and to release. Heaven knows your love was real. Heaven saw how much you tried, how hard you fought, and how many times you forgave silently. That love was not wasted, my child. It was training your heart for something greater. You see, you are stepping into a season of divine balance. No more one-sided love. No more giving until you're empty. Heaven is sending you relationships that match your energy, that love you the way you love, that speak your soul's language. But to receive that, you must close this current chapter completely. The one from heaven says, "Tell them not to look back. What's behind them cannot follow where they are going." Every time you try to reopen an old door, you delay your own blessing. That person who is leaving, their absence is creating space for your destiny. My child, heaven is not blind to your loneliness. The angels have seen your silent prayers. Why does everyone I love leave? But here is heaven's truth: no one truly leaves you. Their physical presence may fade, but the love, the memories, the lessons, they become part of your soul's growth. Even pain has purpose. Even heartbreak has light hidden inside it. You were never meant to lose, you were meant to evolve. The one from heaven says, "Tell them they are not cursed, they are chosen." Chosen souls go through more tests, more heartbreaks, more awakenings, because their destiny is greater. And you, my child, are one of those souls. Do not be afraid of this ending. Heaven always replaces what is lost with something brighter. I can see your future path glowing, a new chapter, filled with peace, purpose, and people who will understand your soul without you having to explain it. But first, you must do what many cannot: you must let go gracefully. Tonight, when the world sleeps, I want you to do something sacred. Sit quietly. Close your eyes. Speak aloud to heaven and say, "I release what is leaving. I bless what has been. And I open my heart to what is meant for me." The one from heaven will hear you. They will come close. You may feel a touch on your hand, a calm in your heart, a warmth on your shoulder. That is their way of saying, I'm proud of you. And you will know, in that quiet moment, that this goodbye is not the end, it is a passage into peace. The one from heaven says, tell them I am not warning them of loss anymore. I am guiding them to preparation. They want you to stop fearing endings. Endings are simply transitions between divine chapters. The soul you lost and the soul that is leaving, both were part of your awakening. Do you remember the times you thought you couldn't survive heartbreak before? You did. You rebuilt yourself every single time. And heaven promises you will do it again, but this time, you will rise higher, softer, wiser. You are not meant to spend the rest of your life in grief. You are meant to shine with gratitude for having loved deeply. The one from heaven says, tell them they are loved more than they know. My child, I want you to listen carefully now. When you wake up tomorrow, something inside you will feel different. The heaviness in your chest will begin to lift. The memories that once made you cry will begin to bring understanding. That's how heaven heals, quietly, gradually, but completely. Do not resist this change. Let it flow through you. Every tear that falls is watering your rebirth. Every breath you take is proof that heaven's light still burns within you. And when you feel lonely, when you miss the one who's gone, look up. Speak their name softly. You may see a flicker of light, or a feather, or hear a song that feels too perfect for the moment. That's them saying, I'm here. They have one last message for you. They are saying, please don't keep your heart closed because of me or because of the one who's leaving. Love again. Live again. Smile again. Because your joy honors me. The person leaving your life now will carry your love as a silent blessing. They will think of you often. But their absence will not destroy you, it will set you free. You will stop chasing people and start attracting souls who are meant to stay. You will no longer beg to be seen, because heaven is sending those who will recognize your worth without being told. You are entering a divine rebirth. The one from heaven says, tell them that by the end of this year, their heart will no longer ache, it will glow. The healing has already begun, my child. Heaven is working behind the scenes. Everything that left you will be replaced by something sacred. And now, as this message nears its end, I want you to place your hand over your heart once more. Feel that heartbeat. That is heaven reminding you that life continues, that purpose flows through you, that love never truly dies. Say quietly with me, I am ready to heal. I release what no longer serves my soul. I trust heaven's timing. You may whisper it or write it below, because when you declare faith, heaven records it as truth. The one from heaven is smiling now. They say, you did it. You listened. You believed. You are ready. My child, you will soon see signs, maybe in dreams, maybe through unexpected peace, that confirm everything said here. When it happens, remember, this was heaven's way of reaching you through words. Walk forward now, not in fear, but in light. The chapter of loss has closed. The chapter of blessings begins. And I, Archangel Michael, will walk beside you, defending, guiding, protecting, until the day your soul stands in full peace again. If this message reached your heart, write below, "I am ready for my new beginning." Because that's exactly what heaven is giving you, a new beginning filled with divine love, calm, and strength. Go in peace, my child. Heaven is watching. Your story is just beginning. My child, the message continues, because your spirit is still unfolding, and heaven is not finished speaking to you. You see, the one from heaven does not wish to leave you in sorrow, they wish to awaken you into divine remembrance. You were never meant to drown in grief. You were meant to remember that love does not end when bodies disappear. Love is eternal energy, and it only changes form. Tonight, heaven is very close to you. I, Archangel Michael, am surrounding you with light as you read these words. You are being wrapped in a blanket of peace that the world cannot see. The one from heaven whispers, "Tell them that I am free now. Tell them that I see everything, and I am proud of them. They see how strong you've been. Even when you felt like breaking, you chose to continue. Even when you were misunderstood, you stayed kind. Even when the one you loved began to walk away, you tried to love them anyway. That love is what heaven saw. That love is why I was sent to you. Because such love is never wasted, my child. It plants seeds in heaven that grow into miracles on earth. You have been waiting for closure. You wanted a goodbye, a sign, a word that makes sense of everything. But heaven says, closure is not something you receive, it's something you create when you choose peace over answers. There are some things that will never make sense on earth because their reason is hidden in heaven. You keep asking, why do people I love always leave? And heaven answers, because you were meant to learn that love's power is not in keeping people, it's in transforming you. Every person who entered your life brought you a piece of your purpose. Some came to teach strength, others to awaken compassion, and some simply to remind you that your soul is still capable of deep feeling. The one from heaven is not sad anymore. They are healed. They stand in a realm where there is no pain, no confusion, no betrayal. They say, "Tell them I want them to live again. To smile again. To dance again. To stop punishing themselves for things that were never in their control." They want you to know that the person leaving you forever now is part of the divine plan too. This ending is not punishment, it's preparation. It's heaven's way of clearing your path for blessings that would not fit through if your hands were still holding on to what hurts. My child, you are stronger than you think. Heaven has watched you fall and rise again more times than you realize. Every time you wiped your own tears, heaven marked that moment as victory. Every time you forgave someone who didn't apologize, heaven saw an angel growing inside you. Do not let bitterness grow where love once lived. Do not turn cold because someone couldn't stay. The one from heaven says, "Tell them, they must not close their heart. They must keep it open, that's how miracles enter." You may be asking, if heaven loves me so much, why does it hurt this bad? And I answer you gently, pain is not proof of absence, it's proof of transformation. The caterpillar does not know it's becoming a butterfly while inside the cocoon, it only feels confined, trapped, and aching. But when it breaks free, it understands. That is what's happening to you, my child. You are in your transformation. And heaven promises, when you emerge, you will not even recognize the person you once were. You will be lighter, wiser, glowing from within. The one from heaven smiles and says, they will see why it all had to happen. And when they do, they will thank the universe instead of questioning it. I am here to tell you this: by the time this message ends, a new light will awaken in your life. A door that has been closed for too long will begin to open. Someone will reach out, an opportunity will appear, or peace will return to a place you thought was broken forever. Heaven always responds to a soul that chooses to listen. Tonight, heaven asks you to speak aloud one thing you are ready to release. You can whisper it right now. Say, I release what was never meant to stay. Let that energy move through you. Feel how your chest softens. That is your soul creating space for what is coming. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are being rebuilt silently. The person who is leaving you, their departure is the beginning of your redirection. Heaven removes people not to hurt you, but to guide you to those who will never require you to beg for love. My child, your story is not over. This is only a sacred pause before the greatest chapter. The one from heaven says, tell them, they will laugh again, and when they do, I will be there, smiling through their joy. So do not hide your heart. Keep it soft, keep it faithful, keep it kind. Because heaven's blessings always find kind hearts first. You are being rewritten by light, my child. And when this transformation is complete, your life will look nothing like your pain, it will look like your prayers finally answered. Now, before you leave this message, write below, I release what hurts and I welcome what heals.